the sex scene.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Dude.
It was good.
Okay, but it's not anything special, but what makes it so good is how beautiful the animation is in
Yeah.
this episode.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you're like, is this real?
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, keeping up with the Geek Bros.
Yes! Keep it on the Geek Bros podcast, episode 66. I'm your host, Vibe, here with my fellow Geek Bros.
Darth Flex.
Oh
Joe
God.
Taro.
Joe Taro, what happened? It sounded like an accident just happened. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Fantastic. What?
Put the mic
Yeah,
closer
sorry.
to your mouth.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said.
Closer.
No, closer.
It is closer. It's
That
how
little black
There
thing.
you go. Listen, you don't get it. That thing needs to be close to your lips.
Stop, bro.
Oh my God.
What happened
That's
to the audio?
Okay. The mic just so much for an hour. So much for an hour episode. Well, he's figuring that out. Okay, Flex, if you can give the social medias to our fine audience.
Absolutely. You sexy bastards can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a zero. That's GEEKBR0S. You can also check us out at Facebook.com/Geek Bros. Again, Geek Bros with a zero. If you'd like to email us, please do, because we will respond and put a bunch of cool stuff up there about you. You can check us out on Geek Bros with a zero at yahoo.com. In addition to that, the first place to find the Geek Bros is
First place.
WeBeGeeksPC.com. Now, again, if you want to see, it's not very diverse today, I guess, but if you want to see these very handsome man and seems to be like Joe's new highlights, you can check us out on youtube.com/VibeRepStudios. That's VIBERVSTUDIOS.
Before we get to today's episode, I want to get to the comments and questions from you, the audience. I'm sorry, highlight joke, that was really funny. So Facebook comments, that's facebook.com/Geek Bros, GEEKBR0S. Suspicious Behavior Productions actually gave us a shout out on their Facebook for reviewing their comic last week. Now, if you didn't hear our review of Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia issue 1 and 2, you should check it out. It's very rare that the Geek Bros come to a consensus on something, and we did. We all agreed that it was good issues. We want to see more, and I will read you guys actually the email in a bit. So they said on their 65th episode, the Geek Bros review Invasion of the Planet WrestleTopia issue 1 and 2. They actually even gave a link to our audio and the picture. They use our picture that I put up there on Instagram. So that's fantastic.
Look at Joe.
What, in the picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is
But,
Biggie Smalls.
But that's how he does it. Furthermore, we're moving on to whatever you're doing, don't move. Whatever that interruption that you got going on from you, Joe, like stand still. Good man. Man, when I say that he's trained, he's good. So one of the Geek Bros posted, or I should just say in general, we, the Geek Bros, posted on our Facebook that Casper Van Dien is ready to reprise his role as Johnny Rico. And our main man, Bryson Jones, he commented, he said, I really hope it won't be as bad as the B movies they have done. I really like the animated shows, which were great, and a recent animated one. If they can portray the real life of those animated concepts, that would be awesome and pretty damn expensive. So I totally agree with Bryson. I like the animated movies of what is this called again? Starship Troopers. And I enjoyed the first movie too, and I would love them to come back live action and just bring that full circle. Maybe even give those mech suits that are actually in the movie, but they're
in there. They're in
the animated one.
No, in the third movie they have it. Yeah, they do.
Maybe I didn't see that one. Maybe I don't remember that one.
Have you guys ever read the actual books that these movies are based on?
Oh
God, they're so good. I mean, they're not good. It's terrible, but like it's terrible on purpose.
Are they good or terrible?
It's like Sharknado.
It's
It's
terrible.
like
What is it?
It's like bad, but like you still want to read it.
Oh, okay.
So you hear your own feedback too, right?
I'm sorry?
You hear your own feedback as well, don't you?
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
took them off.
good. I'm glad. I want you to know it sounds just as bad as it does. And so for our final comment, this comes from Pink Jess. She actually sent us one of our articles from today's episode. A Pokemon themed bar is coming to Miami, so she sent it to me and said, "Hey, this is a Geek Bros thing." I said, "You're absolutely right. This we're gonna cover in Geek Bros.
Yeah, that's something that you guys can go to, not me. That's great.
Why not? You just fly down. That's all you have to do. We'll all chip in $20 and you pay the rest of it. Remember, if you go on Spirit, they nickel and dime you, so be careful. Okay?
Oh God, no, never again, never
Spirit
again.
send us free stuff. So
Spirit, do not send us free stuff. No,
we did not get any Instagram comments. It's a sad face. But for YouTube comments, we got 3 of them from our main man Squeezy Bits. Is as a response to our episode 65, which is a last minute upload, but at the same time, since we have a delay on recording our episode today, it actually worked out. Episode 65's video recap, he says, I've been a fan of you guys' work and the chemistry y'all have. It made so much of a great experience to be on with you guys. So, and then he said, did Darflex die? So I don't know what happened. Oh, that's 64, episode 64. What happened at 1 hour 17 minutes? I don't remember. We gotta look that back up again. No Raw Music commented, keep going on with this type of video. You guys got something for sure. Squeezy Bits also commented, this is on episode 65. He said, congrats to Bean for giving the ball and chain another chance. I applaud the bravery. I just hope Bruce Wayne doesn't sparkle during the day. Honestly, I hope Patterson I think Patterson is fairly well, something like that. So yeah, Squeezy Bits, thank you so much for always commenting, giving me something to read and something really fun. And he also gave me, huh?
I thought he was saying Patterson is a fairy.
No, is fairly.
I just realized I said fairly. I totally read fairy.
That's to where
because that just makes more sense.
It does make more sense. From the Twitter comments, that's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S, Twitter, Twitter, whatever. Reen Johnny Amelia, don't know. She retweeted our last podcast. Can anybody read that? It says hi.
Hi. Jankan lupa follow back aku ya sakpat.
I would assume she's saying, "Hey, follow back. I followed you," or something like that, or something.
Well, here's our reply. Please show Bob's open cloth. Joe wants to kiss Vagan.
What is that?
You guys ever seen those Indian guys who like show girls on online?
Wait, is what you're saying accurate though?
Yeah, it's like no, I'm saying in English. Like since they can't speak English, they try to say show boobs. It's like show bobs, or like when they say like take off your clothes, it's like open cloth.
I've never seen any video like that, but
dude,
of course you.
Okay. We're gonna have to bring this up. Not on this episode, but on the next one. I'll give you guys some stuff.
Okay, remember that. Another also on on Twitter, it was posted. Never forget, and one of the Geek Bros, as plural, we said I'm pretty sure he nailed Leia, and then Mike at Test227 replies with I know, a meme with Leia saying I know. So that was pretty funny.
I stand behind that comment. Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who made that comment on our thing. Mind you, I want to make it very clear that our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Facebook are now run by all the Geek Bros, all 3 of us. So when I say that some of these things that I'm reading off, I didn't know were posted. I literally didn't know were posted because now it's a collective group outing or something like that. So another poll was put up. What'd you say?
Nothing. Go on.
You're just mad because you're not one of the 3. So also on Geek Bros Twitter, we put up another poll. It says, I will reopen this poll after the final episode. Who thinks at Vibro Studios, of course, that's me, needs to watch at Game of Thrones? Hashtag GOT final, hashtag Game of Thrones. So it's split down the middle. We have 1 for yes, 1 for absolutely, and 2 for no. So 4 votes total. So as of right now, I'm still not watching it because you guys have not given me significant proof or significant.
I actually voted no.
You voted.
I was. Now here's why. Here's my explanation.
Okay. So you ruled your own.
The last season. Look, I know you're gonna like it because like you have to be like pretty dead inside not to like something that has a bunch of titties, violence, and dragons in it. I mean, well, actually, after today's comment on our WhatsApp, I don't know, but
Listen, I just said too pale, too many tattoos. That's all I said. Carry on.
all I heard was too gay. Okay, so the reason why I wouldn't know is like, you know what? He's gonna watch it and he's just gonna sit there and give one of his Queenie rants, and it's like, fuck, okay. Like, do we really need this about such a good 7 seasons?
I think if he actually did invest the time and watch, to watch it, I think you'd like it.
You see, I'm not a fanboy. That's the problem.
You don't have to be a fanboy, you douche. You can just watch it.
I'm responding to Flex his little Queenie rant nonsense. I'm a connoisseur of film and cinematography and all that good stuff. I do it. I'm involved in it. So of course I critique it based upon the skills that I'm learning myself and certain things that don't make any sense. Don't get me wrong. I wish I could just turn my brain off and enjoy some movies, but some things no damn sense to me sometimes.
You're like those like black girls who try to sound articulate, but they can't. So they use the word like, but they use words like "stay woke" because they can't articulate what they're trying to say, or like they say words like "bougie" when the word's really "bougie," but they just can't actually. They're such uncultured swines that they just don't have. They just can't communicate in a very articulate way. But no, you know what? I love you though. That's what makes us, right?
You just called me an uncultured swine in a backhanded way.
That's not news though. I've been calling you guys uncultured swines for quite some time.
That is true. That is true. Listen, all I can say is all you little whiners out there about the final season of Game of Thrones. Now you know how I felt about Star Wars: The Last Jedi. That's exactly how I felt. Just as let down, just as butthurt. So I don't want to hear nothing. And I have a problem with the way the media is treating the Game of Thrones fans versus all the other fans. Nobody's sitting there saying that the Game of Thrones fans are whiny little bitches.
They're whiny little bitches.
Okay. You didn't like the friggin' season either.
But I'm not complaining about it. Like, I accept it. You know, honestly, I'll tell you the truth. Like, when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it sucked. But, like, you know what? If it's realistic, life fucking sucks. A lot of shit in life is very anticlimactic and very boring. Like, you know, like... The way I take it, I'm like, all right, this makes sense.
You're watching entertainment to be entertained. You don't want something to say, okay, well, you know what, that resembles life. Then what's the point of it then?
Yeah, but there are a lot of people who look at movies and TV shows
Maybe
and say, I can
resemble
that.
It's also trying to tell you that suicide is not the way because even heroes' life suck dick too.
That's true. That's true.
Who the hell was that?
That was Jillian.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was going from your area. I said Jotaro. What's going on over there? All right, so before we get into it, we got emails. We got an email from Ed, one of the creators of Invasion from Planet Restotopia. He said, Jason, please extend my thanks to everyone for taking the time to read and review the comics. It's hugely appreciated. If anyone needs copies, please let us know for issue 1 and 2. We'll have them contacted. We'll let you know and grant them permission. Issue 3 will be released soon, and we'll make sure to get it your way. So it looks like, officially, we'll be reviewing every one of their issues. And I told them that I'm more than happy to make a segment where I can say, like, every month or whenever it is they've been issued, we will literally put a segment out there, and we will review their comics every time they send us one. I'm really excited about this.
Are these comics in store? Can I get, like, a physical, tangible copy?
I believe so.
Because I still want to get this signed. I mean,
okay,
it's pretty sweet.
Let me respond to them and see if there is. Because if anything, I can buy a bunch, and we can actually do a giveaway.
Yeah, because I mean, past, present, and future is right down the street from me.
Oh yeah. Oh, why don't we just go check and see if they have it? They've got to have it. I mean, it looks legit. I don't see why it wouldn't be printed unless it's a digital only comic.
Yeah, that's what's one of them. Because some are digital only, So that's why I don't want to drive and sit there and look through comic book crates for like an hour and not find it.
Yeah, I don't really. I kind of prefer the digital, to be honest with you. That's my opinion.
I don't.
I bet you do.
Oh, that sounds deep. But we're gonna move on from that. All right. So, and that's it for our comments and audience from you guys. Thank you so much for emailing us and tweeting us and all the other comments. We really appreciate it. We're gonna keep reading your stuff out until it becomes too overwhelming, which will probably never happen. So, gentlemen, quickly tell me about your weekend, and we'll get started.
My weekend, man, just working. Honestly, that's pretty much it. Honestly, nothing has changed. I'm back to normal. Just trying to save money so I can buy a house.
Yes, I agree. That's exactly what the F I'm doing.
It's true. Joe is saving his money to try and get out of his mom's basement, so we are really Joe, how was your weekend?
It's funny how you say that because you were the one who stayed over here in this basement. So
I did, but
Hold on,
not.
time out. Are you seriously living in your mom's basement?
Yeah.
No, I got my own
Oh.
place, but
Because
it's
I
a
was gonna say,
basement.
so was that roommate you're talking about? You steal internet from your mother?
No,
Exactly.
it's just that's actually he's actually not like he's not really a like a friend per se. I don't really call roommates friends like that, but that's just me.
Boyfriend?
Huh?
No.
Ooh,
What?
hey,
You would say? What is it? What is a friend? No. Flex is an asshole. So
because now I'm trying to picture how it is you pay for rent. Are you wearing pants?
He does.
every time I talk, man, I always get this shit from YouTube.
Yo, Taro, your
Every
weekend,
fucking
your
time.
weekend. This is
No,
Flex's first time interrupting.
I was actually in the mountains over in Windham, New York,
Oh,
I did see
visiting-
pictures of that. I thought you were
that
at
sounds
Prospect Park.
lovely.
visiting. Huh?
I thought you were at Prospect Park, so that's what I thought.
Prospect Park is definitely doesn't. First of all, Prospect Park. I don't even think you can find beauty in Prospect Park.
That's
No
messed-
offense to the people who go in Prospect Park, but you can't.
So that's around the corner from my old place. Okay, be careful now. Okay.
Well, that's the reason why it's crap. But anyway, yeah, I was in the mountains this weekend and I enjoyed a very peaceful, scenic time. And that was it. I came back on Monday, and then and actually Monday we were off. I'm assuming everybody was off, for Memorial Day. So yeah.
Yeah. I was on my way to Darflex's like barbecue thing, a pool party he was doing at his mom's house, and then nothing ever happened, so I had to make an about face and come back home. So
No, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got shafted with a full shift.
So that's what
That
happened to me. I was literally on the way and nobody answered. I was like, okay, let me about
Wait.
face.
You called me?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, let's say. I mean, I really was at work. I was like, but damn.
No, but no, because he did. He's like, guys, what are you guys doing on that day? Or I forget what his one was.
I was assuming that I wasn't gonna work.
And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a pool party. You should come over. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna cook and everything. And then he just kind of like disappeared. I was like, all right, I guess it's not happening. My weekend was filled with what I do best, which is babysitting. I was babysitting my friend's son, and then that was
he's almost as big as you, bro.
Listen, nobody asked you. So
Vibe, is that when you threw the baby in the pool?
I didn't throw the baby in the pool.
I wouldn't say throw. I would say he walked him into the pool.
Exactly. I walked in and I did a very, very gingerly jump in because I realized I was gonna hurt myself, and I actually did anyway because I jumped in the 3 feet part. It was only 3 feet. So when I landed, I still landed with
like a foot taller than what you are, bro.
No,
The water stopped.
Let me just work it out. I still landed hard. Okay, that's what she said. And I hurt myself. Okay, and yeah, so he was crying. Well, yes, I was watching my son's kid, and I said, you know what, we're gonna get out of the house. We're gonna go to the pool, and that was on Saturday. And he was pissed, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna grab you and dunk you in, and that's what I did, and got it on camera. It was really funny. So next day, I had a lady friend come over when I was watching, so I ended up babysitting my son's friend and my lady friend's daughter while she kind of like enjoyed the R&R while I ran around after 2 kids. So that was very interesting too. Also went back to the pool, and I was in the pool for 4 hours, and I kind of like sunburnt myself. It was fantastic, and that was pretty much it. That was what I did for my weekend. So with that being said, that's it for the weekends.
All right. Well, tell me, Vibe. Wait.
Yeah, you're skipping one.
What's going on with the Geek Bros?
Not a damn thing. Moving on. No, I put out the video recap of last week's episode 65. I keep forgetting to complete the Spider-Man reaction. When I mean complete, it's just literally I need to put the graphics on, the intro and the outro. The cell phone videos have been edited. It's on the timeline. I just haven't dragged anything in there. I've been preoccupied with other things, and last night I had a quick day job editing thing to do for a former supervisor. So that's not going on. But I'm still working on this stuff. You still get some more, but check out the video recap. So that's it. That's what's going on with Geek Bros. Fuck.
Nice. Nice. Very Very well put.
I'm stressed out, guys. I'm tired. Okay, I'm doing a lot of work here.
Very well put. I mean, yeah, this is a late show tonight. I mean,
Yeah, this is a late show. I will admit that we Wednesday was my fault. I had family duties. Thursday wasn't gonna work because I had my son's award ceremony. So in the spirit of trying to make sure we get it out weekly, because we haven't missed a week in the last couple of months, 2 months since March, which is huge. Back to back, I wanted to make sure we got something else. So it's better late than never. So that's it for the Geek Bros.
nice.
So tell me, Vibe, what brings us here today?
Today we got the Geek Bros approved movie of the week.
I know.
What happened?
Stupid ass voice, man.
Joe Toro Stallion, sex with donkey balls. All right, so today we have the Geek Bros movie out this week. What's new in the gaming world? Video games out this week. The battle for Azeroth continues. E3, we're going to discuss that for a little bit. Electronic Entertainment Expo. We're going to briefly touch on Nintendo Switch E3 2019 games. For Inebriated Fitness, we have Vegans versus Omnivorous Diet Showdown.
Ooh.
Yep. Anime and Animation Invasion. Love, Death, Robots Part 7, Beyond the Aquila Rift.
Yeah, I love that episode.
Gadgets Are Us. We have Adobe Premiere Rush mobile editing for Android. Apple suddenly lists 3 new iPhone models. Open Mic. Keanu Reeves steal the spotlight in final Toy Story 4 trailer. Pokemon theme bar coming to Miami. Ruby Rose's Batwoman trailer is here. Fans want Disney to make a Solo 2, but there's a major problem. Sonic the Hedgehog movie director announces 3-month delay. J.K. Rowling releasing 4 new Harry Potter books. Marvel rumored to introduce Deadpool and Spider-Man 3, and Warner Brothers didn't officially get Heath Ledger's casting, which then dovetails into the fact that we have a Batman announcement. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is episode 66. Let's get to the fresh scent. Geek Bros approved movies of the week. Are you clapping?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Prick. Yeah. We've got Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Members of a cryptozoological agency, Monarch, face off against the battery of god-sized monsters, including the mighty Godzilla, who collides with Mothra, Rodan, and is also Nemesis, the 3-headed king. What is that? Ghidorah? No, Ghidorah, I believe. When these ancient super species thought to be mere myths rise again, they vie for supremacy, leaving humanity's very existence hanging in the balance. Did you guys watch the first Godzilla?
I did.
Did you like it?
Of course I did.
I did like. Yes, I did like it.
Wait, was that that was the one with Matthew Broderick?
No.
That one got no, it's the one with fucking Walter White, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
the other one. You know where Godzilla's like in 5 minutes of the movie?
Oh, yes. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I seen it. Sorry.
I mean, I didn't like the movie. I wasn't digging it at all. It was.
Wait. Here's a better question. Did you guys see the ones in black and white back in the day?
That's irrelevant.
I just watched the cartoon,
literally irrelevant.
I'm not.
It's irrelevant, but it's funny to watch. Though it's hilarious.
I think it's funny too. You're right. What is that? Do you still have your dispatch on? Your police dispatch on?
No, that's my son playing Fortnite in the background.
Your son?
When I told him to lower that. Sorry.
That? Yeah, he did. He basically did. He turned it up. Did you hear him? He said, "Fuck your ethics."
I would have fucked you up.
So no, seriously. Okay, so who tends
could
to
you
watch?
imagine just in the background seeing his son just bring a fucking bat and just whack the shit out of his fucking. You see the camera turn red. Just like blood splatter.
That'd be good ratings. It would be. We'd be like, Jotaro, you okay? All right, we're moving on, and then we go. Who? Look! There he is in the background. Your offspring. I'm digging the hair, dog.
Hi.
Oh, he's like,
sorry.
So who intends to watch the movie?
Me.
Why? I'm not gonna watch it, but why are you guys gonna watch it?
I actually enjoyed the lore and the story, and I actually like what they're doing with these modern ones. They're a lot like the older ones. The cast is good. I definitely could do without their military portrayal, but the monsters are good. It just kind of brings you back to my childhood a little bit. and seeing 11 on there is going to be pretty tight. I also like the Kong, the Skull Island. That was a pretty good movie. That kind of ties into it, so that's pretty tight.
Yeah, that was a cool movie. I like that movie.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, are they in the same universe? Has that been confirmed?
Actually,
Yes.
the end credit scenes of Kong is them finding hieroglyphics of Godzilla, Mothra, and all the other monsters.
Oh, so there's a cinematic universe. Okay, cool.
always-
So the other, huh?
It's always been like that
When?
since like black and white times.
I could have sworn King Kong was an American thing and Godzilla was a Japanese thing. They never were in the same.
King Kong is the American thing. It was never King Kong. It was just Kong.
Yeah, it was his Kong. It was always Kong.
Fantastic! I learned so much when I do these podcasts. Moving on, Rocket Man, an epic musical fantasy about an uncensored human story of Sir Elton John's breakthrough years. Now, I only bring this up here because Flex and I had a good cry together while drinking a lot of Proper 12, watching my God,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, and when I say that Darflex, he's rarely adamant about anything. But with this one, he's like, you've got to watch this. I want to get the guys together. We have to watch this. I want to get the guys together. We have to watch this. So we finally did, just us. And, it brought a tear to my eye. It was a good movie. So Rocket Man, in the same vein, because now it appears there's going to be a whole bunch of these biopics of epic singers because Bohemian Rhapsody did so well. Flex, are you going to check this out?
Absolutely. It seems like in these 2000s, they're actually doing these biopics a lot better. I mean, 8 Mile sucked. That Notorious movie sucked super dick. Get Rich or Die Trying sucked.
That's true.
Pretty much anything that isn't Bohemian Rhapsody fucking sucked.
Okay, so you have hope for Rocket Man then.
Absolutely, especially when it's actual artists who have actual talent, people who write their own songs.
I think the dude who actually plays in 2 is actually a good actor. He's not bad.
He's Eggsy from Kingsman.
Right, but yeah.
Who is friends with Sir Elton John?
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Well, they probably. Well, I mean, Sir Elton John wasn't at part 2.
Oh God, yeah.
So that was really interesting. So, all right, what about you, Joe Taro? Are you gonna see Rocket Man? Get in touch with your soft side.
Yeah, of course. Why not? I mean, I do like Elton John's music, so I might go see it just for that anyway, just to hear the classics. Because I kind of.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer.
It's if you go to a bar, any bar, well, not any bar, but most of the bars in New York City,
gay bars.
nine times that.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, the surprisingly you don't hear that in there. If you
Really?
go to no, not at all. From what I was told, I heard that a lot of these pubs that they have in the city, they'll go ahead and play old school Elton John. They'll play old school there's a bunch of classic rock, constantly.
Now, do you call them pubs or are they called pubs there, like they're advertised as pubs?
There are a lot of places that have the title pub on it.
Okay, good. Because I was gonna say I can't imagine a bunch of Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, Dominicans using the word pub. Like it'd be so weird.
I know, but
we're
you'd be surprised.
Joe Taro, though, real quick question: when did your ringtone, your phone rings? When did it stop playing It's Raining Men?
Well, I got that ringtone from you 3 years ago.
When you just discovered I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm on the road to know.
So I got that from you 3 years ago. If you want to know, yeah.
My ass, it's never gonna happen. So we're gonna move on to what's new in the gaming world. Video games out this week, brought to you by Darflex.
Yes,
Flex, I want to make sure that you have vetted this, that you have the full list, because we have some disgruntled listeners who call you out on this.
Hold the fuck. I'm gonna acknowledge this because, our very brave president, I'm not a bitch, and I'm not gonna bow down to these motherfuckers. So last week I had a listener saying that I didn't give he or it. I don't want to assume, but said that I didn't have the full that my list is wrong. I'm like, it's not wrong. It may not have everything that you've seen, and you know who you are, you little cuck. But I get my video game news from VGA 24/7, which it has the up-to-date list. Of course, I'm sure there's other stuff that I've missed because I don't go into depth in it because I am pretty busy. At the request of this listener, though, eventually not today because it's been a really crazy week. My dog broke her leg, so I've been busy. But I will eventually be a little bit more, not diverse, but I'll do more a little bit more of cross
Referencing and stuff. Okay.
the games, but because the VGA 24/7 is pretty good at having most of it, but I guess there's a couple things that get announced last minute. So
all I'm saying is that you guys should be grateful for Darflex. I'm telling you right now, if it was left up to me, I would have taken video games out of the week out of this lineup because I wouldn't do this every week. No way. It's hard enough to make these outlines, let alone researching the video games that come out. I have a problem finding out the friggin' movies out this week, let alone video games out this week. So I'd like to thank you, Darflex, for taking on this responsibility.
absolutely,
Because it's an important staple of the Geek Bros brand. Okay, now you go.
Yeah, fuck people, man. Do your thing.
Yeah, it's one of the you guys get what you get, dog. Right? I fought for this goddamn country. All right, so here we go.
Allegedly.
No, I fought for it. It doesn't matter what it was for.
How do you
I just wanted to shoot people.
dishonorable discharge in Spanish?
I don't think there's a word for that in Spanish. Okay, so May 27th, we have
That's cold, man.
Railroad Corporation, Steam Early Access for the PC. May 28th, we have Little Friends, Dogs and Cats for the Switch. We have Blood and Truth for the PSVR. We have Rescue HQ, The Tycoon for the PC. We have Oxygen Not Included for the PC. We have EVE Online Invasion for the PC. We have Vambrance Cold Soul for the PC. We have Chime Sharp for the Switch. We have Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons for the Switch. We have Secondhand Frankie's Revenge, Steam Early Access for the PC. Cricket 19 for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. We have Layers of Fear 2 for the PC, PS4, Xbox One. Now, May 29th and 31st, respectively, we have Golem's Gates for the PS4, Xbox One, and the 31st on the Switch. May 29th still, we have Among the Sleep Enhanced Edition for the Switch. Conan Unconquered. Ooh, that's going to be good for the PC. Void Bastard.
We know what he's doing.
For the PC and Xbox One. Terra Tech for the Switch. Vectronome for the PC and Switch. Druagien for the PC. It Lurks Below for the PC. Hunt Showdown for the Xbox One. Now, May 30th, we have Super Cane Magic Zero for the PC, PS4, and Switch. Devious Dungeon for the PC. Wonder Boy, The Dragon's Trap, Android and iOS. Space Ops VR, Rift and Vive. Jet X Space Edition for the PC. Boxing Champs for the PC. It's going to be good too. Lawrence Word Winter Chronicles, Steam Early Access for the PC. Winter Fury, Longest Road for the Rift and Vive. Super Cane Magic Zero for the PC, CS4, and Switch. Anacrit, I don't know what the hell that means, for the Switch. World of Myths for the PC.
World of Milfs? What?
I wish.
Myths.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's for the PC, but if you want to find World of Myths, you can check that out on Pornhub.com. All right, now we have Gato Robato for the PC and Switch. May 31st, that's today. We have Fuse 4 for the Switch. Sigil for the PC. Selma and the Wisp for the Switch. Home Sweet Home for the PS4 and PSVR. Kotodama, The Seven Mysteries of Fujisawa for the PC, PS4, and the Switch.
Nice.
And we have Trover Saves the Universe for the PC, PS4, PSVR. That is on May 31st, and then on June 4th, it'll release on the PC. And that is it for this week. If I missed anything else, it's 2019. You motherfuckers have Google.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Flex. Well, let's move on to your next segment. The battle for Azeroth continues. Take it away.
Perfect. Before I get into this, well, I guess this is Azeroth. We're not talking about. I want to clarify that the battle for Azeroth is not exactly the expansion we're talking about. It's just the Warcraft universe in general. Have you guys played Hearthstone by any chance? The card game for?
No, you've asked that before, and I think my answer was no. So it's still no.
It's quite. It's fun.
Why did you say it like that?
Do you play Jotaro?
I have not. I'm sorry.
Okay, fantastic. Carry on.
Okay. So There's a couple things that I was delving into in Warcraft this past week actually, and that's just exploring the map and certain glitches and certain things that you can travel to. Now there's a lot of secret areas in World of Warcraft, especially in Classic. There's been a couple of secret areas like Mount Hyjal was a secret area you couldn't really get into, but now you can. But there's still one in the Eastern Kingdoms right above Tirisfal Glades, or actually where Stratholme is, the dungeon Stratholme. Above it, and still into the updated one. It's an area that you click over it. It says nothing. You can't travel to it, but you can glitch to it. Or you can kind of fly to it, and it is actually when you get in there, it's very weird. There's really nothing. It's been completely rendered, but like you see a couple of weird things and a few. You see the backside of Stratholme, which is kind of weird, but looks cool, I guess. If you're into the lore, that's where Arthas slayed all the people. But this area, when you get into it, the map icon says it's Quel'The Thalas, which was the High Elven Kingdom before Arthas destroyed it. So that's pretty interesting. There's really nothing there, but you can just walk around the map. Now, the one weird thing is, towards the coast of it, of Quel'The Thalas, towards the end, there is a little dock with a night elf structure. It's a night elf tower, which is quite interesting because, as you know, the highborn or the high elves, the white and blonde elves, came from the night elves when they escaped into the Eastern Kingdoms. So it seems like maybe I don't know if it's maybe the developers have it there as a safe spot, something they probably plan to develop in the future, or just haven't developed, just kind of abandoned it all together. Because there are parts in World of Warcraft that like developers just leave there and you can't access, but it's just like crap to put in there that they're working on. And if you do break in there, which you can, sometimes the GM will ban you for a couple months or permanently. But it's just, I think it's interesting because whether or not the developers left that there and just forgot about it or planted something with it later, it seems like it's just a night elf structure because the night elves came there and they became the high elves or the blood elves or the Quel'Dorei, as they say in, I don't know what the language is, elven language. So that's pretty cool. I mean, before you couldn't fly there without glitching. Now you can fly there, but I'm not too sure if a game master finds you, if they will ban you or suspend you. Or I'm not sure yet. But it is cool to explore if you like looking at the land and you do enjoy the lore of Warcraft. Other than that, I've yet to fucking find someone in PvP out in the wild. These pussies. Look, listen. If you play World of Warcraft, I'm Burning Blade, and you are in the Alliance, okay? And you are on the PvP service, fucking take that shit off, fucking catch me outside and fucking fight me, bro. Like, I've been dying to just find someone to fight. It's so annoying that all these pussies hide behind their little PvE walls. Like, it's World of Warcraft, not fucking World of Safe Zones or fucking, I don't know, pussies. It's okay. I'm sorry. It's just been a rough week, but that's it.
I can tell. I can tell.
I can relate. I can also relate, Flex. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can you relate? I mean,
because my month has been rough. Okay. My whole month.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess okay. I wanted to say something, but we'll leave it right there.
Yeah, please. Yeah, because you know partially why.
Well, no, I wasn't even gonna bring any of that, any of the truth up. I was gonna make some lie up. So
before we continue, wait, are you covering this?
What are you covering?
In the E3 stuff, are you covering the Avengers game?
We're not covering anything yet. E3 hasn't come out yet.
Probably not. But
I was just gonna. I'm
just making. We could do like a post. I mean, a before thing. No.
Oh no, I mean because it's right here. I just wanted to make sure. I guess we'll cover it on the next podcast. But it seems like Avengers is gonna come out fucking hard with the gangster game.
Well, I mean, like Ultimate Alliance. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I don't think it's gonna be that type of gameplay.
It's gonna come out hard like Jedi Fallen Order hard.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But all we have right now is a little very, 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 very conservative teaser.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
We'll have more next week.
That shows basically nothing, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah. Good. Now I was making notes on the thing because I didn't even look at it yet. All right, so we're gonna move on to Electronic Entertainment Expo (E3). So we're not really talking about anything. You know, the electronic. For those who don't know, The Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3 for short, 2019, is the upcoming 25th Electronic Entertainment Expo, during which hardware manufacturers, software developers, and publishers from the video game industry will present new and upcoming products to the attendees, primarily retailers and members of the video game press. It's from Tuesday, June 11th to Thursday, June 13th. Now, as prior Geek Bros fashion, we will have a full episode dedicated exclusively to what has been released on E3. So just reminding you guys that in about 2 weeks' time, we're definitely going to be throwing it out there, and we'll probably literally have, if I can get the Geek Bros to agree to this, 3 episodes, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday episode to discuss what was going on E3, like a little 3-part special. So you guys should be looking for at least 1 to 3 parts on E3, like we did last year. So just throwing that out there. So look forward to that in 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on to a quick glimpse of Nintendo Switch E3 2019 games. If you actually search Nintendo Switch E3 2019 games, literally on YouTube, you'll find a snapshot of future games that they're going to be debuting at E3. Some of them I listed here. It's going to be Super Mario Maker 2, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Ultimate Alliance 3 Black Order, Animal Crossing New Leaf, Luigi's Mansion 3, which is a working title, Town, which is a working title.
God, that's really good.
A remake to Zelda's Link's Awakening. I'm definitely getting that. Ridiculous. I can't. A new Pokemon. Yeah. A new Pokemon game and a new Mario Kart. So, look forward to that. If you want to see the gameplays or what little footage they've got for it, again, go to YouTube, type in Nintendo Switch E3 games, and you'll bring up the video and tell us what you think. What are you looking forward to? We'll talk about it next week. So we're going to move on to Inebriated Fitness.
Yes.
Darflex is an exercise physiologist with a BS in exercise and sports science. He's a certified CSCS strength conditioning coach and a CISSN sports nutritionist, sports injury specialist, and currently an MMA weight cut specialist and nutritionist. Today's topic, vegan versus omnivorous diet showdown. Veganism is a practice of abstaining from the use of animal products, particularly in diet, and associated philosophy, and an associated philosophy that rejects the commodity status of animals. A follower of the diet or the philosophy is known as a vegan. Distinctions may be made between several categories of veganism. Omnivorous diet is a type of diet where the organism derives energy and nutrients by feeding on both animals and plants. In fact, this diet includes a wide variety of food sources such as fungi, algae, and certain microorganisms. So, Darflex, veganism versus omnivorous diet. Talk to us.
Perfect. Before we get into this, I'm just going to need some participation from both of you guys because this is going to work a lot better with questions. But before I begin...
Joe, get back to the camera!
Okay, I'm just going to say a couple things before he gets back. Before I begin, I just want to say that I'm not going to go into depth as far as any studies or any kind of proof because there's very little proof to support both of these, but I'm going to give you a lot of observation and anecdotal stuff. Okay, so we have, and one other thing, I'm not including vegetarian here because that's a whole thing on itself. There's lacto-vegetarian, there's ovo-vegetarian, which means you consume eggs and milk. You're still consuming animal products, but we're not going to go into that. We're going to start with veganism.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
So, being a vegan, I actually tried to be a vegan once. Not for the benefits, because honestly, the diet I currently held, being a vegan, was not going to have any better benefits than what I was doing did. But just for ethical standpoint, I completely respect, the ethical morals of a vegan. I mean, I wouldn't want to. I mean, I'm not against hunting. I like hunting. I like fishing. It's just like the whole factory farming thing. It's kind of sad. It's kind of a bummer. And this is coming from a guy who literally his job for 3 years was to shoot grown men and teenagers in the face. So yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Hey man, teenagers can be terrorists too, bro.
Yeah, of course.
If they have beards, they gotta go. I mean, no, okay, sorry. I mean, if they have beards, they can go. Like if you're bad, it's cool.
How close is too close, Artur? Come on, we're live.
Just saying,
we're not live, but
kids. All right, so
only stab them with lightsabers.
Like I was telling Vibe earlier, Joe, I'm gonna need a little bit of questioning and presentation from both of you guys to kind of keep this going. Now, omnivorous diet, what that is just an inclusion of pretty much everything. You have animal products and you have plant-based products. Let's see. Being a vegan, do you need to be a vegan? No.
Yes.
Is there a necessity to be a vegan? No, now, if you have certain metabolic diseases or certain things that you cannot do, because, for example, I have a client who used to be able to eat meat, now she can't eat meat because she has eosinophilic gastritis. Eosinophilic gastritis, which is an autoimmune disease, which her own eosinophils, which is your white blood cells, attacks her insides when she eats certain things like meats and nuts and so on. So, like, if you need to do it for an actual legitimate health purpose, yeah, like, I mean, for sure. It kind of sucks. You probably don't want to. As far as weight loss goes, let's see. If you eat like shit, it's gonna make it almost like with anything. If you eat like shit, if you do something like veganism, it's kind of hard to eat like shit. If you're actually no, it's not hard to eat like shit if you're a vegan, because you could probably eat like French fries all day, and that's.
Well, beer is vegan.
Some beer is vegan. Remember
Some
that beer.
really.
Remember
not all
that
beer.
Beer uses yeast. Yeast is a bacteria.
But you can't have bacteria if you're vegan.
It's an animal.
But yeast is an animal.
It's a living thing. So it depends why it is you're vegan and how deep you are, like how deep up your ass you are into being a vegan. Like, for example, if you're a vegan, you can't have my kombucha.
Really?
I have a living culture inside of my kombucha. You're killing those organisms. Some of them do live within you, but you still kill a good amount of them.
Go ahead, Ryan.
So again, it just depends.
Keep killing. Keep being a murderer.
Yeah.
Listen, so I feel like a man.
So being a vegan, obviously, it just I need you guys to ask me a question about this though, because maybe in later episodes I will break them down by actual RCTs and something that supports them individually, not against each other. But being a vegan, people swear by it because it's better for you, because it's ethics aside, it's just better for you. A vegan diet isn't going to offer you anything more than an omnivorous diet offers you, because you get the best of both worlds. You're gonna have to supplement heavily on a vegan diet, or at least know exactly what to eat. It's not just eating broccoli and leaves and fruits all the time. You have to actually realize your body does, because naturally as humans we're not vegans, we're omnivores. That's why our teeth are the way they are. But we need
I thought they said that our teeth lacked the certain incisors that are present for carnivorous or meat eating species.
So we're not carnivorous, we're omnivorous.
Okay. But from what I understand is that we just don't have the molars of the incisors or whatever it was the particular teeth structure to be eating meat of any kind. That's.
But they did it before any kind of science or hippies existed.
Okay. True.
So I mean, like, if you believe in evolution or in intelligent design, I mean, that kind of disproves that bullshit fucking theory.
Allegedly.
Okay, so like I was saying, in a vegan diet, you need to understand you have to get certain B vitamins, which you only get from animal products, which, again, depending how ethical you are with veganism, you can get from nutritional yeast that you put on your salads and so on. That's a good way to do it. You need to understand that you can make a complete amino acid profile, complete protein on a vegan diet. Oh, crap. Joe left. Okay, I'll keep talking. Note that space. So you can get a complete protein on a vegan diet. The most common example of a complete protein on a vegan diet is rice and beans. But you got to understand that a lot of plants don't have a complete amino acid profile, so you have to pair them properly or at least supplement to get what you need. Also, all this like crap you see, you can get the same amount of protein from broccoli as you could from an 8-ounce steak. Like, yeah. But you know how much broccoli you would have to eat to get the same amount of protein? How unpractical and uncomfortable that would be?
Okay, but let's break it down. They say like that it's not about cutting carbs or whatever. It's where you get where you get it from, how nutritious the carbs are. So isn't it the same thing with protein?
We're not talking about carbs.
No, I'm saying I'm using that as a segue. They say that you shouldn't cut carbs. You should make sure you get your carbs from a nutritious source as opposed to the crap. So if you can get protein from broccoli, but you go get protein from meat, isn't it more nutritious to get the protein from the broccoli, the vegetable?
Absolutely not.
Not okay.
Because you're talking just about the macronutrient protein itself, right? Now, if when you're getting like I was mentioning when you're out, most plants do not have a complete amino acid profile. Now, protein is made up of amino acids. Our whole body is made up of amino acids. Our DNA is made up of amino acids. I'm not saying that you need meat to have DNA, but you do need a complete amino acid profile. If you know how to properly pair foods, yes, you can do it, or you're gonna have to supplement. Now, the benefits, here's the thing: if you take broccoli, let's say you're getting your protein just from broccoli and then just from a steak, which is gonna be more beneficial? The steak. The steak. Why the steak? Broccoli is just gonna offer you some fiber.
Right.
It is a natural test booster, not a super potent one, but it is naturally boosts testosterone levels, and it's gonna offer you some protein and carbohydrates. The steak is going to offer you your B vitamins. It's going to offer you creatine. It's going to offer you uh, animal fat, saturated fat, which people think that saturated fat is bad, but it's not bad. Okay, if you're fat, you're just fat because you're a piece of shit. It's not because you're eating saturated fat, right? You're gonna get, and if it's like natural grass-fed beef, you're gonna get CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, which is also pretty good for transporting long-chain fatty acids into the liver to break them down. You're gonna get a little bit of beta alanine.
Oh, beta alanine.
Beta alanine, and of course you're gonna get for that 8 ounces. You're gonna get probably a whopping 20 to 40 grams of protein, depending on the cut of meat or from what animal you're bringing it from.
So okay.
And then people are gonna say, "Oh, but eating red meat has been linked to carcinogens and heart disease." Okay, if any of our listeners or anybody that wants to argue that can prove to me, show me an RCT that proves that. Okay, not proves that, supports that. Because there's one thing that you need to know about studies. Studies don't prove anything, because for something to be proven, it has to work for everybody in the world. Okay, so be careful when someone says it's proven to do this, because it's not. That's not how science works. You can actually get sued for that.
But then why they say that though?
It's a selling point, and a lot of companies do get sued for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's no studies and there's no significant data to support that eating red meat or eating beef causes heart disease, causes arterial blockage, or causes any kind of carcinogenic effects like cancer.
Really?
Yeah. Find me one study that actually supports that. Not an observational study and not an anecdote. Do you know what the two are?
No.
An anecdote is someone saying, "Oh, I did this and it worked for me." Okay. Obviously, that's bullshit.
Right.
An observational study is when you take a population, but there's no control, right? Okay, I'll give you a very common observational study. It's not even a study. It's just a stereotype. It's saying, yeah, you look at Black people and Latinos.
All right.
They're probably criminals.
Ha!
Just because you're looking at a specific population, but there's no control for that, right?
Correct.
It's like me giving you a placebo and giving you an actual substance. You can actually test the difference because it's control. Observational studies is just looking at a group of population and just seeing trends that you find. And a lot of them, it's like a soft maybe. There's no correlation between what they're trying to prove versus the actual results, because a lot of the times they cannot reproduce the results over and over. So in order for someone to tell me that red meat or eating meat causes heart disease or stuff like that, I need you, and you're not gonna be able to reproduce that same result. I'll be generous, at least 10 times over.
But is that not just a basic tenet of science that you should be, is that whatever you say has to be able to be repeated and proven?
Yes.
Through the scientific method?
Not proven, because
or testable or retestable or yeah. where you can do the same thing over again and get the same results.
Get the same results.
Right.
Okay. That's a randomized controlled trial, or a double-blind placebo randomized controlled trial, right? An observational study, you're just looking at something and giving your opinion on it. That's what an observational study is.
Okay.
So, like I'm saying, there is no studies to support that red meat causes any of this stuff.
Why is the medical community allowed to propagate such a statement or give the illusion or the implication? Huh?
Money.
Okay.
It's like a while ago, there's that huge lawsuit which was lost by the sugar industry, saying that fats are bad, demonizing fat,
right,
or cholesterol. Which I can obviously, let's be practical here, but in a perfect world, I could put you in a lab and I could show you that cholesterol has 0 to no effect on your blood cholesterol if ingested.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of things I can prove to you in a lab. Obviously, I'm not going to because, you know.
No,
Well,
I don't know what.
maybe you personally because I know you, but I'm just saying, like,
Right.
people who want to argue this,
Right.
like, unless you're going to pay for it, I'm not going to show you the
Of
proof for it.
course.
But I can direct you to actual peer-reviewed randomized controlled trials you guys to read and bounce off of it.
I think
So,
Joe's
and again,
back in.
I just want to say that
Back
I'm not advocating for any of these. I'm just looking at the difference. It's just there's a lot of diehard people or uneducated people who just give a lot of opinion-based statements without any support, and they just feel because they have the opportunity to have their voice being heard that they have to be right. The omnivorous diet is what I like to say. It's you're getting the best of both worlds. While I do like a vegan diet, it has a lot of benefits, and ethically, it's if done properly, it is fine because a vegan diet itself, just by the commercial cultivation of plants, it kills a shit ton of animals. Because you got to clear land, and all the harvesting machines tear up all the ground nesting bunnies. And
Right.
if you hate bunnies, no, well, if you're a vegan, you probably hate bunnies unless you grow your own vegetables.
What?
Ground nesting birds.
Why would you say you would hate bunnies if you're a vegan?
Okay, so well, okay, if maybe you don't hate them, but you're ignoring the fact that they're getting murdered, so you can have your plant-based diet.
How do you? Okay,
So,
explain that part. How?
Commercial farming. Okay, so do you know how rabbits nest and mate?
No, I do not because
Okay.
I'm
Well,
an
they're not underground. Some are underground nesters, but some of them just nest in like dead grass for that in plants. So when these machines collect all of these plant-based foods, they're just chewing up and grinding up all these baby rabbits, these baby deers, these ground nesting birds, rats, squirrels, other small critters. Because it's commercial farming, and this goes for both sides. Even the meat industry, commercial farming is fucking terrible, you know.
Of course.
And then just with the vegan diet, I mean, if the whole world was vegan, you know how much land you'd have to clear, how much animals you'd have to displace, how much animals you'd have to actually force to death and probably run into extinction just so you can support a vegan world. It's quite a significant bit of it. Also, if you eat Beyond Meat, this is an actual report that has been shown. It has been shown to contain glyphosate, which is a carcinogenic, and that is actually proven that it's a carcinogenic. So Beyond Meat, that's what it is. Yeah, which the carcinogenic is that Roundup stuff that Monsanto makes, that weed killer.
Isn't that that's
chemical?
Yes. Wasn't it? Isn't it outlawed in Europe? Roundup is outlawed in
a lot of states, countries, and counties do not allow Roundup. They're probably not gonna be very long either. Somebody just won like a $1 billion lawsuit against them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I mean, it's glyphosate.
Unfortunately, those people weren't us.
Yeah, glyphosate. I wish. Well, no, because it's the effects are pretty fucked up. You get like birth defects. You get like hormonal displacements. You get like pretty much retarded. You start falling apart. And you get cancer.
So those people found evidence that something was going on, that something was wrong with them. So they won that money. I mean, they not won, but they were
specifically the chemical glyphosate, which is an active chemical in Roundup, which again has been found in the Beyond Meat products, which are those burger patties that look like meat, taste like meat, but it's not meat.
Impossible Burger?
No, that's from Burger King. No,
but that's no,
no.
it is. It is. He's right.
So, no, but it's the product itself, Beyond Meat, which I'm pretty sure Vibe had some before.
No, I don't eat Beyond Meat. I was using I don't know, not Green Wise. I forget what it was, but it wasn't Beyond Meat. Definitely wasn't that.
Well, probably the same thing.
Oh, allegedly.
So again, omnivorous versus veganism. Veganism is great in theory. It offers a lot of benefits. You can absolutely be any kind of athlete on a vegan diet. Just know that you have to supplement and you have to properly pair your foods to create complete amino acid profiles and to get complete proteins and to get your B vitamins in, because you're not going to get it in just a plant-based diet alone. Omnivorous diet, you get all the benefits of a vegan diet. You get all the benefits of a carnivorous diet. Bam, right there. At the end of the day, really, unless you have some kind of metabolic disease where you have to be vegan, it comes down to just ethics. which if you look into it, both aspects are pretty fucked up. So it just depends what kind of person you are. Me personally, I prefer the omnivorous diet because I feel better on it. I mean, I'm able to get nutrients a lot easier in it, and I have much more variety of foods. It's not as boring, and it tastes better. You know, and like if I could eat
being
people, I probably
100%
would.
honest.
What'd you say, Joe?
No, he's being 100% honest because he's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
like I tried going vegan for a week. It's purely for the ethical reasons. Because honestly, like I said, I could care less for the benefits because they're not that great. It's not anything special, you know. But I did it for a week and my body just didn't react good. And this was when I was competing for physique, and I just I felt I got the shakes. I got really bad headaches, and I'm sure after 21 days I would have been fine. I still want to keep going through it though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's to be honest.
It's funny. It's funny because I remember I went vegan for 62 days, and I don't remember ever having any adverse effects. And I went cold turkey. It was no transition. I just September 1st, bam, I didn't get any effect.
I think it's because your body wasn't used to a specific macronutrient demand to keep it going the way it was going.
Okay, yours was.
Yeah.
I think it just boils down to it works for some people because of their body types.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I mean, you can't.
Thanks for coming in, Joe.
You just gotta do it properly. Anybody can do it. Honestly, if you're gonna be a vegan, it's not that hard. If you need help, email us at geekbros@yahoo.com, and then I'll be able to answer your question and help you out, lead you down the right path. It comes down to ethics, willpower, and really just lifestyle. Because again, there's nothing really special about the two, omnivorous or vegan diet. You can get the same from both diets. It's just a lot easier on the omnivorous diet. And ethically speaking, I mean, they're both fucked up. It just depends on how your body's, but it's not hard to do, really. It's not. I just personally didn't like it. I actually respect the vegan diet. I just don't respect most vegans because like they kind of throw it in your face. It's like, all right, bro, like you're a vegan.
All the time.
Good for you. Good for you. Like it doesn't change my life or your life to tell me. You know, like it's like, do you remember my friend Quinn?
Yes.
So he likes boys, but he doesn't push it in my face.
Right.
But I don't like boys, but it doesn't bother me that he does. Right. It's like if someone's a vegan, they don't push it in my face. I don't care. Like, good for you, bro. It's just like I had a friend who was always telling me, you know, oh, I had this hot dude. I'm like, oh, okay, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't need to know. But yeah, I did that for quite a long time. So do you guys have any questions?
Fantastic. Thank you, sir. If you want more fitness and nutrition tips, or you want some of that sweet UFC posts, then follow my man Darflex on his Instagram. That's DARTH_FLEXX. We're going to move on to anime and animation invasion, Love, Death, Robots, Part 7, Beyond the Aquila Rift. Awakening after traveling light years off course, a ship's crew struggles to discover just how far it has come. Now, we're going to do the good, the bad, the ugly. I assume you gentlemen watched this episode, and
Absolutely.
we will start with Darflex. Give us the good.
The sex scene.
Damn it, man.
Yeah.
Dude.
It was good.
Okay, but it's not anything special, but what makes it so good is how beautiful the animation is for this episode.
Yeah.
Like at some point you're like, is this real?
Yeah.
I mean, like, wow. Like, okay, so I guess my good is the animation, but like the sex scene is what really popped it out. But the animation of just everything, it was so crisp. It looks like what Mass Effect should have been.
Okay.
You know? That's what it
Gameplay
looks
wise or cinematic wise?
All of it. Well, yeah, I mean the gameplay for Mass Effect is pretty solid. It's kind of like this, but like cinematics wise, like what you're looking at, like the graphics and like the character design is.
Yeah, it was
out of
pretty
this world. Out of this world.
Yeah.
Jotaro, or did you just time in right now?
No. I've actually saw it twice. Which is shocking because I've never seen any. I haven't seen an episode on that series twice before, so that was the first time I've done that. But I have to agree with Flex. I enjoyed the sex scene a lot. It felt, you know.
I enjoyed the sex scene a lot. It was very tasteful, Lawrence.
I enjoyed it a lot. I did actually like the
Don't touch yourself when you're saying that.
Yeah, I am touching myself actually.
I know. I can tell.
I did actually. I did actually enjoy the twist at the end, which was pretty. It was kind of weird at the same time. I wasn't expecting that, but it was also pretty gross. Also, what she really was. So that kind of freaked me out. Which, question for you guys: was that a was that a vagina that she had? Like her real form? Was that like a vagina?
I think so.
Okay,
or like some kind of orifice that. No.
I wasn't too sure.
Why don't you play the episode for a third time and just pause it at that moment, study that scene, and then get back to us? What do you think?
I know, Vibe. You know what's funny? Like you of all people wouldn't know because I don't think you know what a vagina is.
Oh.
Yes, he does. He sees one every day in the mirror.
Ah! Well done. All right. I really have more to add. I enjoyed the sex scene. I enjoyed the animation. I absolutely loved the twist. The bad, gentlemen, the bad.
The bad. God damn. I don't have a bad. I don't.
Yeah. The bad Jotaro.
I don't have a bad. I really don't either. I just thought this episode was great.
Neither do I. I like the mystery element of it, and the only thing is that I think that they drew it out too long. I would have loved it not to end where it ended. I'd love to go a little further, maybe end a little different. I wanted to see the way it ended was like he was horrified and that's it. I wanted to go a little further. I don't want necessarily. That's the thing with these episodes; they don't give you any real resolution. I didn't need any resolution, but I think they ended it at the most interesting part of the episode. That's more interesting to me than the little simulation thing they had going on the mind fuck. That's the only slight bad that I have. The ugly. You know what I mean? Who's that? One of you was that. Oh, your mouth barely even opened. That's what she said.
Huh.
Of course.
Interesting. Ugly. Again, my ugly is going to go back to one of my original uglies. Is towards the end, like when you finally see what it is. I like how ugly they made it look. Like when I saw this very, very tasteful sex scene, and then I see this like just rhyme. I'm like, oh, like I felt kind of sick inside.
Do you think that the sex scene was in his mind, or that he actually was like in a daze and he was acting that out on that creature? What do you think?
I thought that was a simulation, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a simulation because
he'd
be able to like feel like the difference.
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're in a really good VR,
True,
assuming like like kind of like the Matrix. The Matrix, you're floating in a goo, but you're walking around and whatever.
That's different. That's neural synaptics.
Yeah, but was he not like?
Yeah, but that's pretty much just a simulation then.
Oh,
because like in the Matrix, he's not grabbing like titties.
Well, in the Matrix, you are grabbing titties.
In your mind, you are.
Yeah, exactly. Mind's a powerful place. Jotaro, any ugly?
The only ugly I had was the reveal of how she looked.
Yeah.
If we're going like literal, that's about it.
I mean, they did so well.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's Love, Death, Robots Part 7. We are going down the line. We're almost. What are we? We're beyond halfway done, right? It was 13 episodes.
Yeah.
How many episodes was it? So we're about
14.
halfway.
Whatever, 13, 14.
Okay. We're about halfway done. So stick with us. If you're watching Love, Death, Robots, you have something to add, even if it's on episodes past that we discussed, email us and we'll just throw it out there. Why not? However, gadgets are us. Adobe Premiere Rush mobile editing for Android. Now I bring this up because I'm an editor. I edit all our stuff, and I did not know that Adobe was throwing their hands into mobile game. They said so. This article comes from 925google.com. Adobe Premium Rush for Android hands-on best mobile editing software ? After an extended wait, we finally have Adobe Premiere Rush on Android. Video editing software is not new to mobile devices, which is true because last 2 years ago for Celebration, I used a rudimentary editing device to edit all the videos on the fly after we recorded our little mini cell phone videos. That was kind of interesting, and it worked. My phone was a trooper back then. Video editing software is not new to mobile devices. Heck, even Adobe video editing software has been on Android before, and I didn't know that, with Android Premiere Elements. So why is Adobe Premiere Rush coming to Android such a big deal? Well, it offers a slightly cut down version that allows you to express editing but still retains many of the tools from the editing feature. So basically, it is a watered down version of the Premiere editing, and I'm gonna play the video for myself right now, real quick, to see what it looks like. The timeline looks great. Basically, like a test version of Premiere, but instead you get to go through different screens, and it's not all on one screen. Now with Premiere, whether you are any editing software, you have all your tools there, you have your timeline there, and everything. Well, this looks like your bins for your audio, the timeline to edit your audio, they're all different, and you can scroll between them. And it's optimized. It's touch screen. That's really cool. I'm looking at the timeline right now. So basically your phone is like this. Half fits the timeline, the other half is the viewing screen where you can cut and edit and you can trim. And you're using your hand, which is what she said. And it looks pretty good. So I actually think I'm gonna probably check this out. I'm hoping that this is free since I already have the Adobe Suite. It's not. It's gotta be free. I'm already on the Adobe Suite. They can't charge me anymore for this crap. I hope not. Should you subscribe? Now this is the question. It's the application is $3 per month.
Did you buy Adobe?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I was hoping that, but it's so basically for Android it's $10 a month. It's a tough sell, but you get to edit all the videos that you want. If you have access to a decently powered PC, laptop, or Mac, then you can't say Adobe Rush isn't a good solo option for you. So I'm gonna check it out. Actually, it looks like it's really good for OnePlus 6T and the Samsung Galaxy Note, which is what I've got, Note 9. So, and the pen apparently has extra fine control for the timelines. I'm all about it. I might try it. Why not? Oh, bam! In your face, Joe Taro. As part of the full Adobe Creative Suite at no extra cost. Suck it, you highlighted motherfucker. Yes, yes. I'm downloading this now. It's free for me. So I'm going to give you guys a good review after I get into this. We're moving on now to
the gadgets are us specifically for Vibe and no one else but Vibe. Period.
Yeah, because I honestly had no idea what he just said.
Yeah,
which is fine. But Apple suddenly lists 3 new iPhone models. You guys are iPhoneers, aren't you?
Don't care though.
Yes.
Fantastic. We already know a lot about the upcoming iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR2 and their controversial designs. But now Apple has suddenly confirmed all three of its new models. This article comes from Forbes.com. So of course you guys see that we are diversing our articles list. Okay, it's not just Yahoo anymore. Okay, so spotted by the ever alert 9 to 5 Mac, Apple has chosen to publicly file model numbers for the iPhone 11, 11 Max, and 11 XR2 in Eurasia database, and officially regulatory body. The model numbers are A2. Oh, I'm not going to read all that crap. Coming in, I'm not reading that either. All right. How do the model numbers? What does it mean?
Because fantastic.
Shut up. You don't want to know about what's going on with Apple and the stuff?
To be completely honest, I just bought a brand new iPhone and I could care less.
Okay. Well,
about them.
Check out the Apple 3 new iPhone models. They're there. It's the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Max, and the iPhone XR2.
I'll be honest with you. Before this article, I had no idea that they made those.
Yeah, I mean, I did read it. It has 3 cameras and shit. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
see?
For people who make money off of Instagram, that's great for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
They need to make it where I can watch VR porn. When Apple does that, then you can talk to me.
Yeah, I'll be on board for that. Thank you, Apple. Yeah. Sponsor us with that.
Apple is the shit. Even though I don't really care anymore. So we're gonna move on to open mic. Okay, as we have a long open mic, so she says we're gonna run through it. So Keanu Reeves steals the spotlight in the final Toy Story 4 trailer. Jens, have you seen the Toy Story 4 trailer?
Yes.
Yes, where he's like Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, basically he's Keanu Reeves is some like
stuntman.
Yeah, stuntman on a bike, and it's kind of funny. The story basically is about Woody and a spork, which I don't know that this is taking the mythology differently. I thought that you have to be a manufactured toy to have life, but apparently, as long as you name something a toy, it becomes alive. That's the premise of this. The whole she glues together a spork, says it's my toy, and then it comes to life. So, are you guys?
I bet Alabama would disagree with this.
Yes, I totally agree. Are you guys gonna check out Toy Story 4?
Probably not in theaters.
I am. I definitely. I'm curious. I like all the Toy Story movies. I love Toy Story 3.
I do too, but it's like,
I'm curious. You know, the story. This is like the new story. This has gone beyond Andy. Now it's with that little girl, and that ending to Toy Story 3. You know, it got me. So I'm curious to see where this goes. Jotaro, Toy Story 4.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. As you can hear in the background, the sound of a child's voice is gonna it's definitely gonna make me want to watch it because I am gonna bring my son. So and my nephew as well. So yeah, we're all gonna check it out. I'm actually looking forward to it. I've always been a fan of the Toy Story movies, and I can't wait to see it.
Okay, cool stuff. We're gonna move on to a Pokemon theme bar is coming to Miami. Now, this article comes from I don't even know.
Miami New
Miami New
Times.
Times. Not sorry, look at a mess. MiamiNewTimes.com. This article is given to us by Pink Jess. So thanks a lot for that, Pink Jess. And if you're still playing Pokemon Go on your phone, you'll want to get tickets to a new pop-up bar in Miami. It's called the Poke Bar Pop-Up. Yeah, has announced it's upcoming. Announced it's coming to Miami on its tour. It's a tour basically. It's not an actual bar. It's gonna be here forever. So the pop-up bar will serve custom Pokemon burgers, themed cocktails, along with a full-size version of the game you can play. Wow. Oh, wow. The ticketed pop-up, $35, will offer guests 2 hours of game time in a venue that's divided into 7 regions with different opportunities to seek out, catch, and battle various creatures in the Pokemon world. This Instagram-worthy. Oh, wow. Look at these. I don't know if you guys are looking at them. They've got a Bulbasaur burger. They've got a Pikachu burger. They've got a Charmander burger, and these buns are actually color coordinated to these particular Pokemon. That is crazy.
Sounds like cancer.
When you're done playing, enjoy a buffet-style meal that includes burgers, sandwiches, chicken, seafood, cupcakes, and enjoy a DJ spinning tunes. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think we should cover this if at all possible. It's headed to Miami for 2 nights this October. Neither the Poke Bar nor the Brick Bar as an authorized attendant, and we can go there. So it's called Poke Bar Pop-Up, and dates and times are to be announced. The website is thepokebarpopup.com, and tickets cost $35. I think we're going to reach out to these guys and see if we can cover this event.
I think I'm gonna fly down and actually join you, just so I can laugh at the fact that you're gonna order another girl drink.
Can you take a wheelchair and put an iPad on there and dress it up and just FaceTime me the whole time?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Because I can't imagine being at a bar people pay tickets to go for, and it's gonna be packed as shit with a bunch of
Pokemon
people.
Lovers.
Yeah, but if we get media passes, you're gonna go. It's gonna be free.
Yeah, I'll suck it up, but like, yeah, it's just and it's in Miami. Fuck, bro, you couldn't do Fort Lauderdale?
No, man, Miami's where it's at. So check that out in the future. It's coming this October. If you guys are interested in coming out and hanging out with us, email us. We'll come. We'll go through. Guys, the first trailer for Ruby Rose's Batwoman is here. Did you guys watch it? And what do you think?
Motherfucking not.
I did not like it.
Neither did I.
I did not. I'm actually going to agree with Vive this one for the first time ever. I did not like it.
This article comes from Mashable.com. In this show, Rose will play Kate Kane, a cousin of Batman's Bruce Wayne. The program will be an origin story to see Kate Kane head to Gotham after leaving military school. So this is gonna be a prequel to her showing up in the crossover event Elseworlds that I watched. So this is interesting, very interesting.
I like the actress. I think she's very good.
That's funny because Darflex can't stand her.
I don't mind her actually. I thought she played. I don't know. I used to watch.
She looks so good with long hair. You guys have seen her before she cut her hair.
I've never seen her with long hair. All I've ever seen her is with short hair.
Wait. So that automatically the long hair goes, and she's not that good looking no more.
Well, I'm partial, honestly, to.
I never said she was ugly. Let me just say that.
But like the short hair, you're not a fan of.
No, I'm not a fan of her bullshit portrayal of a badass in almost everything she does.
Well, that's just cast it as.
Which is bad because like you can see right through that.
You pretty well. I can agree with you on that. Like the John Wick 2 character. She was in John Wick 2.
Oh, she was.
Yes.
Oh, I only know her from Pitch Perfect 3. And
if you watch that, moving on.
I love yo check it out, man. I love me some Pitch Perfect. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Are you serious? That is so.
It is pretty good. I also like it as well. All right, so
Yeah.
No, it is. I've actually seen all of them with my girlfriend. They're actually pretty good movies.
There you go. I like them.
Ladies and gents, I'm just gonna get my charger from my laptop. Give me 1 second.
Hold
Okay,
on.
you do that. You do
His
that.
flashlight.
Don't come back. Fans want Disney to make a Solo 2, but there's one major problem. So this article comes from Yahoo.com. Solo will stand as a pivotal moment of Star Wars franchise and explode a new era of the series, and it deeply connected the events of the original trilogy with the aspects of the often ignored prequel movies. Ahem, Darth Maul. But in its underperformance at the box office, the movie made nearly 214 million in the U.S., but it was a second worst performing behind The Empire Strikes Back when adjusted for inflation, though, of course. So that hasn't stopped fans from wanting support of a second movie. They hashtag make Solo 2 happen, which pressuring Disney to put on a sequel to the 2018 film. The hashtag has gained some momentum and even has Ron Howard putting a smiley face on it. They even have pic of what's it called? T-shirts that say make Solo 2 happen. So it's hard to imagine that Disney could not wrap a sequel to A New Hope. But Han getting word of something going down on Tatooine, which likely will alert to the events of course, Star Wars Episode 7. We'll have
So
to
he'd
wait and
be
see.
much older.
Not necessarily, because he's going there. No, because apparently Solo is supposed to be like only a year or so out from what you call it.
It's gonna suck because it's gonna look absolutely nothing.
What? Of
Harrison
course.
Ford, if it's that. That's one thing that would bother me.
Right. So they want it. They have the hashtag. So what do you think? Are you digging it? You want Solo
Yeah.
too?
I mean, here's my answer to it, and this is a genuine answer. Like, why not? I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be entertaining. I thought Solo was entertaining. I just
Right.
didn't think it was a good Solo, like a Han Solo
Right.
backstory. But as a movie on its own, like, yeah, man, it was pretty entertaining. It was fun to watch. So why not? We're gonna fucking watch it. Whether I mean,
It's true. I mean, I just want to know, what if they were gonna make good on the tease of Darth Maul. That's all I care about with
that.
with,
Oh man, you imagine
that was a good.
cut down
Yeah.
some people.
Yeah, could you imagine him doing like his own little Darth Vader scene where he does that? That'd be really cool. So we'll see. I mean, Solo still isn't my favorite, but I've warmed up to it much lately. But I've been watching it. I watched it 2 more times since on Netflix because I had nothing else to watch. I played in the background. I kind of enjoyed it a little bit more. So we're gonna move on to Sonic the Hedgehog movie director announces 3 months delay. This article comes from TechSpot.com, and basically it's being delayed about 3 months, I believe. Let me see now. Fans of Sega's long-running Sonic the Hedgehog franchise have been concerned that its upcoming film adaptation would miss the mark ever since we got a brief glimpse of the Blue Hedgehog's design in March. Those concerns were simply validated when the first trailer came out and hit the webs. So the fans of the series were disappointed in the character design. They were actually horrified. So Jeff Fowler, who's the director, he said he tweeted it. He said taking a little more time to make Sonic just right. So it's being pushed back to February 14, 2020. So what do you guys feel about that? Do you think that's a good look that they're pushing it back?
Yes.
Delayed
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
100%.
pretty
Yes.
sure you called this, dude.
I did.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely did.
I mean, I'm with it for sure. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
me
gonna give me,
too.
if you're gonna give me a better product, I don't mind waiting, man.
I agree.
Like,
Did you guys did you guys happen to see the fan one that they made? They remade?
yeah.
No, I didn't see it. Which one?
So some guy
You've
or
seen it.
whoever,
I have?
Yeah.
Where?
they put the
On the
original
chat.
Sonic, like the original Sonic in that trailer, and he looks 100 times better. Why can't
I
they
didn't see that. I didn't see that. What is it called? Where is that link? I gotta see that now. Well, give it to me off camera, but I need to see that now because no, I didn't see that. I saw one where they replaced the Sonic trailer with the Sonic music, and it sounded better.
Do you remember the Sonic? Well, actually, not remember because he's still in there. The Super Smash Brothers when they first introduced Sonic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they had like a cinematic
Right.
movie. So I think they put that Sonic in the cinematic version, and they just inputted it into the trailer.
All right. Well, cool. I'm gonna check that out. You gotta find me that link though. All right, moving on. We got J.K. Rowling releases 4 new Harry Potter books. This article comes from comicbook.com. Harry Potter fans, this is your official heads up that author J.K. Rowling is planning to expand her wizarding world with 4 new books set in the Harry Potter universe. Though maybe not exactly how you want to, not exactly how you expected it. In a new social media post, it has announced that Rowling is releasing Harry Potter: A Journey Through, a set of nonfiction ebook shorts. So Ever wondered where the magic came from? Introducing the Harry Potter: A Journey Through, nonfiction ebook shorts adapted from the audiobook Harry Potter: History of Magic and inspired by at British Library exhibition. So basically, it's not real Harry Potter books. See how these friggin' titles mislead you.
Clickbaits.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. They're just basically it's like the making of. So it's four shorts, probably the making of Harry Potter, how she made her world, and all that good stuff. So I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I watched all the movies, and I'd be interested if they ever sucker those guys to come back for another movie, especially if
I believe they're doing the Cursed Child, if I'm not mistaken.
do you think so? They really are?
I heard somewhere in the rumor
I
that
could see
they're.
Daniel Radcliff coming back.
I mean, okay, bro. If he says, I mean, I can't see a world where he's bawling outrageous right now. So, like, if he says no, I mean, he must have married some rich old lady or something.
Yeah.
But also, like, I mean, I'm not sure how hard it is to act but I mean, I could just imagine pretending to be in that world must be so awesome.
Are you kidding me? It must be amazing.
Yeah, dude, bro. If I was down at Radcliffe, I would fucking like I would pop acid every single day on that set. And I will show them my Expecto Patronum. It'll be like something gangster.
Avada Kedavra.
It'll be like a crib rolling up in a 62 Impala.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That was a sex joke.
It was a sex joke. It was. All right, we're gonna move on to Marvel rumors to be considering introducing Deadpool in Spider-Man 3. We discussed this. This article comes from comicbook.com. One of the most pressing questions of Marvel Studios moving forward is how it's going to integrate the successful Deadpool franchise into the film universe. Now that the ink has dried on the contracts between 20th Century Fox being acquired by Walt Disney, God help us, Kevin Feige has a dilemma on his hands when to incorporate Ryan Reynolds' popular character to the series. But a new report from MCU Cosmic indicates that Feige and his roundtable are considering numerous options for the best way to move forward, hopefully to capitalize on the goodwill of Ryan Reynolds on Deadpool 2, as well as a PG-13 rated version of Over the Holiday. According to the fan site, Feige and Marvel Studios are looking for three possible paths, at least to bring the foul-mouthed Deadpool into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Those include going forward with Deadpool 3 and introducing the character in a Disney Plus series, which would likely soften the edges that are inherent to the character's incarnation, or possibly even making him a part of the third Spider-Man movie. So, how do you guys feel about this? I really discussed this in our chat, and you guys know how I feel about it. I'll briefly say I don't think it's going to work because Deadpool is crass and ridiculous, and I think it would take away too much from his character to put him next to Spider-Man Tom Holland. I don't see it, but go for it.
I think that it's gonna be good because it doesn't work. If you've seen the cartoons with Spider-Man or the comics or any of the adaptation or even the video games, yeah, like I'm sure they're gonna bleep him probably in that thing. I think it'd be funny if they bleep him in the movie, how they do in the. Have you ever played the Deadpool video game?
No.
Yeah.
So like there's a bleep option. It's actually pretty funny. And if you see him interacting with Spider-Man's always like freaking out because like he's so outrageous and so, obviously I don't think it should be an ongoing thing. It'd be like a good cameo or it'd be like a good one-time movie. For sure it shouldn't be part of a show or anything. It should just be in the movie because they're gonna have a lot more liberties. I mean, even though the old X-Men movies weren't that great, how they kind of like shifted between a rated R Wolverine and like the Logan movie and so on. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, like, I think he is a character who can play a PG-13 and a R,
right,
respectively.
I mean, you did say, didn't you watch Once Upon a Deadpool? I said yes, and you said it worked there, and I initially battled back against it, but now that I think about it, you're right. I thought it was hilarious when they bleeped him. It was actually more funny when he was bleeped than he actually said the words because you kind of assume what he said, and I think that just the assumption alone is funnier than actually hearing it.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think like if someone didn't like it as much, it's just because you've already experienced the full round thing. Right. I'm sure if you would have seen Once Upon a Deadpool without ever seeing,
yes, exactly.
Like, oh man, this is great. This is awesome. Yeah. So like, it just depends with what kind of attitude you go in to see it and what you actually know about Deadpool and its interaction with other Marvel characters.
Joe Taro.
I think Deadpool can be like a universal type character when it comes to PG-13 and rated R, in my opinion, because like Flex said, well, first off, I do hope he's introduced and interacts with the rest of the MCU world. Not. I mean, not only because of the fact that it depicts more of the comic scene, which I would hope they do and they follow that, but we all know they're not going to do that. But if they do that, I think it would work out. I think bleeping him would actually make it more authentic. I think it would work. And yeah, I think it would definitely be a good one-time movie to be in with Spider-Man. And hey, if it actually does do good and he's in it, I can possibly see him being in another. But they would have to like follow the stories in the
Like,
comics.
I don't think it would ever happen, but I would love to see Wolverine and Deadpool.
No, I mean, no, that will happen. It
Wolverine.
won't be. It won't be. It won't be.
It won't be Hugh.
Yeah, it won't be Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman. That
No.
that won't happen. I mean, he's gonna try, but that'd be amazing. But then it'll probably cheapen the whole Logan thing. So I don't know. But if you guys have any interesting ideas of how Deadpool can be interacted into MCU, or if you have any interest about it being put into Spider-Man or their interactions, email us keeprosewith0 at yahoo.com. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to talk about it. Last, before we round up, Warner Brothers didn't get why Heath Ledger was casted as a Joker, and this article was given to us by Squeezy Bits as his way to explain. Because when we were discussing Robert Pattinson, who's now officially been cast as the new Batman, congratulations, that we were hesitant. We were hesitant on it, right? But he was trying to say that basically, there's a reason why Robert Pattinson was casted, just like there's a reason why Heath Ledger was casted, because there was a particular character they were going to portray, and these actors were going to portray that particular character. So under that pretense that Squeezy Bits is saying with his argument, can we then back off of our criticism of Robert Pattinson being Batman and saying that he is the best Batman for the type of film that they're creating?
No.
Okay, Jartaro?
I want to give him a chance.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but
Right.
it's hard, man. Like, maybe it's just me. I grew up with my action heroes actually being action heroes, and playing the part and looking the part.
Well, Michael Keaton didn't really look the part of Batman. If you look at him, he doesn't look
But
particularly
Michael
handsome,
Keaton
particularly suave.
has played a lot of badass roles
Oh, okay.
before and around the time he played Batman.
No, he didn't. He played, what was it, Mr. Mom, I think? He played Mr. Mom, I believe, before he
No,
played
but
Batman.
he still has played badass roles. Name one badass role Robert Pattinson has ever played?
Twilight.
I will eat your children. No.
You're right. He has, but he's an actor. He might be more versatile than I thought. I withdraw my protest. I think that what Squeezy Bits was getting at makes sense. He might be perfect for the role that they're casting for. And I didn't care about Heath Ledger being Joker. I didn't give a damn about that. And when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, I don't think I cared either. Just like I didn't care when he left. So I'm gonna let it go. And he's right. I'm gonna stick with it and see what happens. And maybe it'll surprise us. Who knows? So if you have any concerns or questions or comments on anything we discussed about today, email us geekbroswith0 at yahoo.com or comment on anything. So before we get going, Shiva's promotion, we're going to start with Darth Flex.
Y'all you guys can find me on Instagram at Darth_Flex. That's Darth_FLEXX. You can find out my logo is Darth Flex Performance. You guys could check it out. I got pretty cool training stuff and some geek stuff and cool UFC stuff, and you get to see cool fighters, which, by the way, Dustin Poirier just came back today. If you don't know, he's gonna fight Habib Nurmagomedov for the belt to unify it.
No big deal.
No big deal. He's in the West Palm Beach. He's actually in the Coconut Creek Casino tonight. But by the time he hears this, he's gonna be gone. So tough luck, motherfuckers. Yeah, he's got a gambling problem, I think. I don't know.
Allegedly.
And you can check me out on Instagram at DF Performance. Not Instagram, Twitter at DF Performance. You can also check out cool woodworking stuff at the Inebriated Craftsman on Instagram. Just type that in. You'll find me. I'm the only person with that kind of tag or any tags like that. And you can find me outside. How about
that? Find you outside. Joe Taro.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Joe Taro on Instagram, JoeTarrro, and Twitter, JoeTarro. And with that being said, I'm actually going to dip out a little bit earlier because I have to take care of.
No, you okay? But if you're gonna do it, we gotta take our picture first. No, we gotta do a picture. We gotta do the picture.
Oh yeah, well I have this face.
Okay. All right, let me see what this looks like. Yeah, it looks good.
All I see is flexing, but that's normal. It's okay.
All right,
My dick
cool.
is out.
All right, so all right, goodbye, you.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Love the hair.
It's one-sided. Oh, he's quick. He's gone. All right, so you can check me out. It's Vibe. It's Vibe Rev Studios. That's the Twitter and the Instagram. You can go to viberevstudios.com. Actually, the website is down right now. I'm trying to do an overhaul, and it was just easier to take it down, to overhaul the links and everything like that. But we'll see. We'll see how that works out. It should be back up over the summer sometime. I'm not in any rush because the traffic kind of slowed down. So, but you can definitely check out all the YouTube stuff that we have, youtube.com/Vibro Studios. And of course, for Geek Bros, check us out on Instagram and Twitter. That's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. Email us, geekbros@yahoo.com, GEKBR0S@yahoo.com. Facebook.com/geekbros with a 0, GEKBR0S. Listen to us every week. It's usually every Wednesday, but this week, we explained it. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to listen to these smooth, buttery voices, and to watch us a couple of days afterwards, usually, is youtube.com/Vibro Studios. So I've been Vibe.
Darth Flex. Oh man, Joe forgot to give his grinder tag.
We did forget to grind tag. We'll put it up there in the show notes. You look for it there. And that was Joe Taro. Of course, we miss you, Garbanzo. And we're still waiting to see what's going on with Renee and who else were we missing? Well, Squeezy Bits didn't come back around. Who else was it? Yeah, no, it was one more person. Who else? I'm looking at Kylo Sam. I'm listening. I'm talking to you. Drew Dat, talking to you. Guys, get up on here because now anybody can join at any time. If you're curious about joining the Geek Bros on a Skype podcast posting, email us. Give us a topic. We'd love to have you on. It is an all-inclusive guest bros galore. So with that being said, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.